Hello everyone. My name is Juan, and I'm talking to these two amazing facilitators, Rocco and Silla. And they have a class called Breaking Out of the Prison of Abuse. It's a telecourse that's coming up soon, and I'm gonna pick their brain and find out what it is about.
Wow. Thank you so much for
Thank
that.
you.
Well, the topic of abuse is not that fun for most people, but why should it be that very heavy?
Mm,
And a lot of people think the only abuse is the physical abuse or sexual abuse,
yeah,
but actually abuse, everything is abuse when you are not allowed to show up as who you are and express yourself for who you are and what's right for you. Anything that is done to you that is forcing you into someone else's point of view or to picking up other people's reality, that is just abuse. If you go to work and at your workplace you are not allowed to leave after 8 hours of work, but expected to work longer, otherwise you can lose your job. That is sort of an abuse.
abuse.
Oh,
Or
wow.
even you can do self-abuse,
Mhm.
regarding with the food maybe. If your body needs some food, but you think you need some diet and you don't give any food for your body, that's
or you
abuse
don't
as well.
or you don't give the food that the body requires because your
Yes.
point of view is this is the right diet without asking your body.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that there is self-abuse is rather like
This is
you,
just one example, but yeah,
yeah,
lots of
it's self-judgment when you judge
that's
yourself
yeah,
for not being good, not being
yeah,
right, or being
yeah.
stupid, or not capable to do things, and you start to diminish yourself. And with self-abuse you really start to kill your body.
Mm.
Oh my God. Wow. It's a huge
Yeah.
topic. How long is the
So,
class?
how long?
So that's a half day class, like
Yes,
three,
three,
four
four
hours.
hours. Yeah, it depends.
4
And
hours.
we will do lots of clearings. We are going through all of the areas,
Yeah,
Wow.
um,
all the other dynamics that you can pick
dynamics.
up, how you
Yes.
can go into abuse.
Yeah.
We'll talk about how the body keeps or holding on to or maintains the energy of abuse in the body itself, and what you
We will
can
do
do.
exercises as well. How can you release for yourself if you
Uh-huh.
have a physical pain? That's really cool. And yeah, what else? And if people has lots of questions, we really encourage everyone to have questions or
Because
uh, cases because we
because
can do lots of cleaning. So it's a huge contribution to everyone who is attending to the class. Really.
Wow.
so
Yeah.
really what we do very often is stepping into that space, which is, we call it like the what else is possible space. When
Yes.
you ask that question, what it does, it just opens up the whole universe.
Mm.
So all the doors and gates that are locked suddenly starts to open, and that's sort of the space of the infinite being where everything can show up for what it is and everything is possible.
Wow.
And what we do during the class is that we go into that space and start to contribute to everyone with all those clearings, and that can create a huge change for
Mm,
those who are not on that class and may never be on that class, but they choose to change.
yeah.
Wow.
So if you come to this class, are you willing to contribute to other people's life, and are you willing to make people who are doing abuse so visible so
Visible.
they cannot do it anymore?
Yeah.
Because actually, it's not doing anything bad to them, but just
Make
being a
them.
contribution
Yeah.
to their lives.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So it's
So, for example, last time when we were holding this class and we're doing some clearings on it, we were offering all of that, and offering like um, all our contributions to the abusive people around the world. And what happened in that area,
Two
like
days,
two
two
days
days
later,
later,
a huge
abuse
abuse
happened
in
in
a
a
kindergarten,
kindergarten. Yeah.
and that was just like huge explosion of information. Like everyone becomes aware of that,
Yeah.
and it was just put in front of the media. So those
Yeah.
people who were doing that, who knows for how long, suddenly we're not able to keep it doing like hidden. And yeah, so are you
Yeah.
willing to do some great changes in your area?
Wow.
So anyone who would choose to attend the class could contribute to his her own area and location
Yeah.
with
Wow,
these
that's
things.
amazing.
And also anything that you clear for yourself, all the dynamics, how you go into your own abuse, how you abuse yourself, and how you allow others to abuse you. Anything that you clear for yourself, you allow that like a ripple effect to be cleared for everyone who are connected to your life or being connected to any previous lifetimes, and anyone who you know who you bought these things from, and also who bought from you all these ideas. So it's
Yeah.
just a ripple effect. It just creates more for everyone.
Wow, how does it get even better than that?
Yeah.
No, that sounds like um, you clear the self-judgment and judgment that you bought from others, and obviously physical abuse and emotional abuse. And then you can commit 100% to your life.
Yes.
You can be the tuning fork of possibility. I reckon we should do all of your classes.
Yeah.
I
What
wonder
would
what
you
could
say?
get
What would you say?
created.
What else is
Yeah,
possible, you know?
yeah. Just ask your body like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
what would my life be like in 5 years' time if I take the breaking out of the prison of abuse class?
Yeah. And also you can ask, if I take this class, would it create money for me? I mean, nobody would you create money for me?
So in
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
many spaces your body is unable to create more because these energies are locked into your body and it just
Mm.
cuts off your awareness and it cuts off your capacity to receive. So that's the other thing with abuse. It doesn't allow you to receive, and in order to deal with the abuse or the energy that is locked into your body, not to deal with it, actually, because it's rather forcing you to not to deal with it because the body is unable to do it.
Mm.
You really need to cut off your awareness in that area, so it creates like a black or a dark or shaded area where you don't have access to. So if you
Wow.
are willing to be totally you, are you going to choose this class and let go of those
Yeah,
areas and clear that for you?
I will.
Yeah.
Wow, that
Yeah.
is amazing. That is bigger than what I thought. Because
Yeah.
to be honest, my friend mentioned Abuse Hold class from Gary and highly recommended it. I'm like, I'm fine. I've never been abused.
Yeah, abuse is not just that, because if you talk about abuse, people usually think about sexual abuse or physical abuse, but
Yeah,
it's not. It can be spiritual abuse, financial abuse as well, emotional abuse, mental abuse, self-abuse, lots of kind of abuse. What Rocco mentioned in the beginning,
yeah,
Yeah,
everything is
anything that
yeah.
makes you think, you're not allowed to express who you are.
Mm,
You're not allowed to choose what's right for you.
yeah,
Anywhere where you start to choose less, less, less for yourself because of these things, that's just simply abuse.
yeah,
When they force something on you that you are not willing to do, but you do it in order to fit into the box, in order to
yeah,
be beloved by them or be part of
be
a group of
accepted.
people and
Yeah,
accepted, that's just abuse.
wow.
I force something on you, and if you don't do it, then I don't like you anymore.
Oh,
If you don't attend the class, I don't like you anymore.
oh my God.
no, 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 pod and poke, pod and poke.
So if you want to clear all these abuse, just
Yeah,
come and
yeah,
join
yeah,
us.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. My parents totally did not do that to me. Totally not.
No, yeah.
And I still see them telling my daughter, I don't like you anymore. Pot and pock, pot and pock, pot and pock.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. And when is the class happening?
It will be the 18th of
Oh,
December,
yeah.
and at the same time, 8
It's
8 p.m. Nusa,
7
Brisbane,
p.m. 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Noosa
Sorry,
time.
yeah,
7:30 Adelaide
Adelaide
time.
time, yeah.
And
on the 18th of December.
yeah, and other times.
Yeah, and
Other
all the
times,
other times
yeah.
around the world.
Yay, wonderful. So I look forward to seeing you there and clear all my self-abuse and parental abuse and emotional abuse and whatever abuse that I have not thought of.
Yeah, all the dynamics that allows you to maintain it or run those loops or keep it in your body, and allowing yourself to be triggered by those situations.
Yeah, we have a couple of feedbacks after the abuse class, because we already called a couple of times, and even people mentioned their face just changed.
Yeah, the
to
skin
clear
on
out
their face.
this
the quality
stuff.
of it, it became shinier, or the colors came back, like it was gray, and then skin tone started to change.
Yeah, it's amazing, really.
Yeah, what you can look into your body and in which ways that.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're clearing in my dental practice.
Yeah, actually, you can use it.
Yeah, that was one thing I would really recommend. Anyone who has hearing problems or sight problems, like vision problems, or any problems with their teeth. So yeah, we were working with ladies who had sight problems. That was, they looked into visions, what happened, like pictures that they saw in the family, and that created their problems. And also, like my example is that when I was 3, that what happened, that I saw and I heard that as my parents were just arguing a lot, and I logged it into my ears. And then later, like 2 weeks later, there was big inflammation in my ear, so we had to go to the doctor, and they punctured it, and it was terrible, painful. And then that sort of that surgery or whatever is that was locked into my ear, and then later on, a couple of teeth was creating cavity. So many years later, which was just not so long ago, what happened that I had a terrible toothache that was connected with an earache as well.
Oh wow!
And I started to ask questions like, what is this? And then all the pictures of that I've used, how they were forcing me to puncture that ears and doing that stuff of sucking down over the inflammation and whatever. And that was just logged into my teeth and into my ears, and that's why I had so many cavities in my teeth for many years, because of the abuse was locked into it. That the energy was locked into it.
That's
so anyone who has even bruxism, like how the grinding problem, how much abuse you lock into your body. So overnight it creates that grinding. So if you really want to stop it, well, don't join this class.
Yeah, no, don't do it. I've run a recent class on dental torture to dental nurture, and we pretty much spent 2 hours on grinding, and there's so much energy behind it. It is pretty much self-abuse.
Yeah. You know, how much self-abuse you have to have in order to force that all night long someone is just grinding until all the teeth is just diminished.
Yeah, wow. I'm even more excited now.
Please come and join and play with us, because whatever is going on in your life, that will be a contribution to everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. And everything we clear
for ourselves and everyone else connected to us.
Yeah, lots of people.
Yeah.
Wow. How does it get even better? I'm looking forward to your class.
Thank you.
Actually, they're all linked and they're all very intriguing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that.
Great, and I'll see you in the class.
Yeah, see you.
Great.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.